Good day everyone, my name is Sargi Uria and this documentation on basic occupational health and safety in the private businesses featuring a salon has been prepared by a dedicated team of researchers committed to promoting safer works environments in the beauty and wellness industry. So our team members include myself again, my name is Sargi Uria. Next one is Laureano Martris Stanley. Next is Manuel Kevin Mark D. And lastly, Mortos Vincent Matthews D. So together, we have explored key safety practices, identified potential workplace hazard in a salon operations, and outlined practical recommendations to ensure compliance with occupational health and safety standards. As part of our research for the basic occupational health and safety, one of the local businesses we chose to visit and interview was a neighborhood salon that not only provides haircuts and styling services, but also build trust and comfort among its customers. It is more than just a grooming space. It is a place where people go to feel good and look good. That's why we are excited to take you with us. We introduced the salon we had the opportunity to interview and observe. Starbang Salon and Barbers. This salon was located in Springtown Subdivision, Tansa, Cavite. The choice of the location was indeed great as it covers a lot of potential customers. The provided service in this establishment was always excellent and reassuring that all customers stay loyal to them. So this businesses is a service product type, thus the establishment must be comfortable and safe for both workers and customers. As a student, having a course of basic occupational health and safety, we conducted an interview and vast documentation of the safe private businesses to further conclude the level of safety and health of the workers. Bilang mga estudyante ng kursong Basic Occupational Health and Safety, nagsagawa kami ng interview at masusing dokumentasyon sa nasabing salon upang masuri ang kalagayan ng kaligtasan at kalusugan sa kanilang workplace. So, sa pamamagitan nito, nais namin may pakita kung gaano kahalaga ang maayos na OHS practices or yung tinatawag na Occupational Health and Safety Practices sa kahit anong uri ng negosyo, maliit man o malaki. So, through this study, we aim to emphasize that occupational health and safety is not only important in large corporations or industrial settings, but also in small services-oriented businesses, such as the salon. Workplace safety and health are fundamental rights of all workers, and ensuring them should be priority no matter the size of nature of the business. We hope that by sharing what we observed and learned, more businesses, especially those within our own communities, will become more aware and proactive in creating a healthy and safe working environment for everyone.
In demographic, the salon had a total of 10 customers during the observation period. The number of male and female customers was almost the same, showing that both genders visit the salon equally. Most of these customers were young, around 9 to 15 years old, likely because it was back-to-school season. The salon was managed by only 2 workers. One of them focused on hair services such as cutting, trimming, and styling hair. The other worker took care of manicure services like cleaning and painting nails. Even though there were only 2 people working, they were still able to assist all the customers properly. They worked well together and made sure that everyone was served without waiting too long. This shows that the salon was organized and could handle their work smoothly, even with just a small team.
Next naman is yung housekeeping. Bago tayo magsimula sa aktual na kalagayan ng salon, pagdating sa housekeeping, pag-usapan muna natin ang tinatawag na 5S philosophy. So, ang 5S ay isang Japanese concept na ginagamit para magkaroon ng organized, efficient, at safe na workplace. Karaniwan itong ginagamit sa manufacturing, companies, pero applicable din ito sa kahit anong trabaho, lalo na sa mga lugar na tulad ng salon, kung saan mahalagang malinis at maayos na kapaligiran. So, ang 5S ay may acronym na 5 Japanese verb. Una ay yung seiri, pangalawa ay seiton, seiso, seikatsu, at ang huli ay shitsuke. Umpisa natin sa seiri. Seiri, in English word sort. So, dito, kailangan nating ihiwalay ang mga gamit na kailangan at hindi kailangan. Yung mga hindi na ginagamit, itapon na o ilagay sa storage. Ang goal ay mabawasan ng clutter sa workplace para mas mapadali at mabilis ang trabaho. So, ang seiri naman sa salon na aming observe is, ginagamit lang ng salon ang mga tools na kailangan sa daily operations. May ilang gamit na hindi na nagagamit pero ayon sa staff, nililinis nila ito o itinatapon nila ito pagkatapos ng kanilang trabaho. Ang end of shift cleanup na ito ay nakakatulong para mabawasan ng kalat at mapanatiling maayos ang kanilang mga workstations. So, number 2 naman is yung seiton or tinatawag na set in order. Pagkatapos alisin ng mga hindi na kailangan, ang mga natitirang gamit ay dapat nakaayos ng maayos at nasa tamang lugar. Dapat mapadali sila makita at kunin. Parang everything in its place and a place for everything. So, yung sa seiton naman sa salon, maayos ang pagkakaset ng mga gamit. Lahat ng tools tulad ng gunting, razor at suklay ay may nakalaang lalagyanan. Malapit sa kanilang workstation dahil dito mas efficient ng trabaho ng stylist dahil hindi na nila kailangan maghanap pa ng mga gamit habang nagtatrabaho. So, pangatlo naman is yung seiso or shine. Ito naman ay tungkol sa regular na paglilinis. Hindi lang ito basta linis ng paligid, pati mga kagamitan, tools, or at surface na dapat laging malinis. Sabi nga nila, a clean workplace is a safe workplace. So, ang napansin naman namin sa salon is na malinis ang reception at waiting area na nagbibigay ng magandang unang impression sa mga customer. Sa cutting area naman, namin ng stylist na hindi agad-agad sila nagwawalis pagkatapos ng bawat gupit dahil nakakapagod, kaya kadalasan ay naglilinis sila pagkatapos ng 5 customer. So, gayon pa man, nililinis nila ang upuan pagkatapos ng bawat customer upang matiyak ang kanilisan at ginhawa ng kliyente. Ang regular na punas sa upuan ay bahagi ng kanilang routine na nagpapakita ng kanilang atensyon sa hygiene at hindi gaanong madalas sa pagwawalis sa sahig. Pang-apat naman is yung shitsuke. In English, standardized. So, sa stage na ito, ginagawa natin consistent ang mga naunang step. So, gumagawa tayo ng standards or schedule para mapanatili natin ang kalinisan at kaayusan. Para hindi lang one time, big time ang paglilinis. So, ang seikatsu naman sa salon, may standard routine ng salon pagtapos ng shift. Ginagawa nila yung unang 3 S, yung sort, tsaka standardized, tapos yung shine. Ito ang naging rule para masigurong maayos at malinis ang lugar bago magbukas kinabukasan. So, dahil dito, lagi nilang nasisimulan ng trabaho ng isang malinis at organisadong lugar. So, lastly naman is yung shitsuke, in English is sustain. So, ang shitsuke or sustain ay parang isang disiplina. So, dito natin tinitiyak na lahat ng empleyado ay sumusunod sa sistema. So, nagiging bahagi ito ng daily routine ang 5S. Kaya, hindi na kailangan natin pilitin dahil nakasanayan na nila. So, ang shitsuke naman sa salon, so ayon sa staff, naging natural na sa kanila ang paglilinis at pag-aayos ng kanilang workstation pagkatapos ng trabaho. So, bawat isa ay may responsibilidad sa sariling area at ginagawa nila ito ng kusa. Wala mang formal na inspection mula sa management dahil sa nakasanayan na nila ang system, na-sustain nila ang kaayusan at kalinisan ng salon. Malinaw na bahagi ng kanilang kultura ang disiplina at consistency.
Material handling. lifting guidelines. In this picture po, makikita po talaga natin na napakalaga ang lifting guidelines sapagkat yung mga mahirap buhatin na bagay, mas napapadali. Katulad na lang ng isang box dito sa picture na to. Minsan mabigat, minsan mahirap. Kung meron kang lifting guidelines, basic lang sa atin to. At kung hindi naman natin ito kaya, kailangan natin magtawag ng isa nating kasama o dalawa. So,
dagdag ko lamang sa sinabi ni Manuel o isang clarification na maaring sabihin ng iba na wala namang masyadong nabubuhat sa trabaho na to, like yung sa salon, yung paggugupit. Pero in some cases, there will be a point of time na need nila magbuhat ng mga materials like boxes of substances for hair and nails, at mga shampoo, conditioner, mga nail polish na maramihan, kulay, mga ganon. And mabibigat din talaga yun. Kaya nasabi rin talaga ni ate na nagagawa rin talaga ang guideline na to kahit papaano.
Manually powered handling equipment. A shelf truck containing equipment and material for barbering. It was used to easily maneuver and move to another place in the stall. Dito sa picture na to, in this picture, shelf truck, isa ito sa napaka-importante sa barbershop or salon kasi mas mabilis nila itong malipat kung saan nila ito gustong dalhin. Kagaya ng palipat-lipat ng pwesto, so basic lang dito. At pwede rin itong gawing lagayan ng mga kakailanganin nila sa paggugupit, ganun. Mechanical powered handling equipment. Since this business was only a service type that involves a direct constant to the customer, thus there is no need for the heavy-duty use of handling equipment for lifting and transportation. So, dahil salon nga ang na-interview namin, wala po silang mga mechanically powered equipment or heavy-duty na equipment, which is, ang mga ginagamit lang nilang equipment dito is yung mga razor, ganon, at marami pang iba. Material handling safety protocols. Chine-check lang naman dito kung in these protocols, chine-check lang naman nila dito kung okay ang mga equipment kagaya ng razor. Kailangan ito may maintenance kada gamit, kagaya ng paglalagay ng oil para ito ay mabilis makaputol ng buhok. So kailangan talaga natin ito para mabawasan na rin yung mga danger na paparating. Mas maganda na yung handa tayo sa mga pangyayari. So yun. Material storage. The establishment provided a properly ventilated and illuminated space. There are also two possible exits, the main entrance and the stairs leading to the second floor that can be used in case the main entrance was blocked. So, dito sa material storage, nakita namin na fully organized yung mga gamit nila sapagkat yung mga barbero dito is malilinis, higit sa lahat. Meron silang mga well-ventilated area na pwedeng pag-evacuation na kung sakaling may sunog, ganun. Marami po silang mga pwedeng gawing exit. So, yun.
In addition to what Manuel had said, for a further clarification, the establishment was properly ventilated and illuminated. Since ang service sila ay need ng precision to a human contact, like yung paggugupit-gupit, siyempre kailangan maliwanag. Maliwanag yung station ng worker. Siyempre, dapat komportable din yung worker nga at yung customer. Kaya may aircon at nakakahinga ng maayos yung dalawa. Sadly, in this part of basic occupational health and safety, this salon was mostly lacking o maraming pagkukulang. Sabihin na natin na local business siya pero hindi pa rin justifiable ang ganong case of reason since safety ito ng both customer o saka ng worker. Nalaman namin sa interview at documentation sa mismong establishment na walang any warning devices katulad ng fire alarm or smoke detector. The possible reason of not installing those kind of warning device is that maliit lang naman yung space of work. But still, spacious for the number of workers. Bale, Maliit lang siya tingnan, pero malaki na siya kung para makagalaw ng maayos yung mga nagtatrabaho. Kung sakaling magkasunog man ay maalerto kaagad ang lahat dahil kita o naramdaman daw kaagad, but still, it's still not under the criteria of a safe working environment. Dagdag pa roon, wala rin silang fire safety equipment tulad ng fire extinguisher o fire hydrant. Possible reason naman nito ay since salon ito, may process sa hair treatment na need ng water, yung katulad na parang binabanlawan. Kaya may isang side ng establishment na may source of water. Dagdag pa natin na may banyo rin sila. Kaya in case na magkasunog ay ma-action na naman kaagad. Ngunit in most cases, dapat di tayo kampante. It's simply because of the simple science of classes of fire. Water is only applicable to some source of fire. And while fire extinguisher is flexible in terms of adaptability. At since salon ito, gumagamit sila ng maraming electrical equipment like yung mga razor, ng mga hair dryer. Kaya hindi pwede gamitin ang tubig bilang pamatay apoy, kaya mas okay pa rin talaga na fire extinguisher. Well, ang nasabi lang na protocol ni ate ay ang tumakbo papunta sa labas. Well, that's one of the best possible thing to do in case there is a fire outbreak. Since maliit nga lang yung establishment nila, isang diretso lang ay labas na at pinto na, at okay naman talaga ang ganong protocol na kung sakaling magkaroon ng fire outbreak. Ngunit pagdating sa training program ay wala silang alam. Well, the protocol they have said was a basic response. Yung lumabas lang pag may nasusunog. Well, a fire outbreak can be responded by many ways with proper education. Tulad ng matututunan natin galing sa isang training program about fire safety. Like kung paano magpatay ng apoy ng gamit ang fire extinguisher at marami pang iba. Sa electrical safety naman ay masasabing okay dahil maayos ang pagkagawa ng mga linya at may grounding system ang establishment. Well, maraming electrical equipments ang gagamitin at one time, kaya ganun talaga dapat ang pagkagawa ng electrical wirings sa isang bahay. Dagdag na rin na sila ay gumagamit ng heavy duty extension cord para di mag-short circuit ang mga ginagamit ng equipment. Then, kahit na marami silang mga ginagamit na equipment, so sinasaksak na sa extension cord, ay hindi nila tinatry na punuin yun dahil para iwas sa overload.
In occupational health, a common health problem that salon workers often experience is back pain. This is especially true for hairstylists and manicurists. They usually spend many hours standing or sitting in the same position while working. They also move their arms and shoulders a lot when cutting hair and doing nails, which can make their muscles tired and sore. To help with this, the salon management provides a free massage chair for the workers. They can use it whenever they need to rest and relax their bodies. This massage chair helps them to reduce the pain and make them feel better after a long day of work. Aside from that, the salon also gives basic help and support when workers say they feel uncomfortable or tired. This shows that the owners care about their workers' health and want them to feel okay while doing their job.
About assistance program, sinabi niya sa amin na siya ay may provided na PhilHealth. Iyon raw ang naging agreement nila with the management o sa may-ari. At magandang sinyalis yon na napapahalagahan talaga ang kalusugan ng mga workers tulad niya sa isang salon. And ayun nga, so we concluded na the only problem they have was about fire safety. However, they lack almost all needed requirement for them to have a safety environment in case of a fire outbreak. Kaya nga, ang best possible solution ay una, mag-install sana sila ng smoke detector dahil automatic naman niyon at malaking tulong ito in case na hindi agad hindi aware ang worker o ang customer since may mga spot na baka hindi nila makita kaagad. kahit na maliit ang establishment. Then, pangalawa ay ang bumili ng fire extinguisher. Oo, mahal, pero kumpara sa kaligtasan ng lahat ay mas maigi na ito. Kahit na local business ay requirement dapat ito for the safety of both workers and customer. Lastly ay ang pag-provide sana ng management ng simpleng training program sa fire safety, and dagdag na rin natin ang electrical o ang earthquake drill. Posible itong magawa kung makipag-coordinate sila sa ibang salon para magkaroon ng malakihang training program, since ano naman talaga sila, like yung gumagamit kasi sila ng mga equipment, kaya dapat may program tayo sa kung sakaling may mangyaring masama. Malaking tulong yon, hindi lang para sa kanila kundi para din sa magiging customer man nila na magiging ramdam ang kaligtasan sa kanilang serbisyo. Yun lamang.